For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. We've thought it through, down to every pour, garnish, and drizzle. Hey, pizza brings us together, and the details bring you here. Upper Crust, gather round.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Welcome back inside the BOK Center here in downtown Tulsa as we continue our coverage of the 58th annual, again, Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv. Dustin Goodall alongside Matt Adair. Again, had the opening game at 9 o'clock. It was Booker T. Washington taking down Kiefer 67-29. We'll now turn our attention on the boys' side of the bracket. Matt, two very, very good teams. You look at it, Class A, OK, who's 8-0, #1 in Class A so far this season against the two-time defending state champion 6A, who's the #1 team as well. They're 5-0, Edmond North. So Edmond North and OK Mustangs, this should be an exciting matchup here this morning as, again, we continue our coverage here of the Tournament of Champions.
Absolutely. Like you said, this is a great matchup because you've got two guys at the very top of the ranking scale, but very different classes. I mean, it's a big jump from Class A to Class 6A ball. And sometimes that athleticism kind of stretches itself out on the floor like, okay, you know, obviously this is a tremendously athletic, very good team. They get up and down really well. The question will be, do they have the same bench that you would expect to see off of an Edmond North? When you're at the top of the 6A bracket, you're really doing something right.
Yeah, you know, there's no question. Again, the two-time defending state champs. Again, the Huskies this season, 5-0. They've got wins over Putnam City North. Edmond Deer Creek 65-59, knocked off Norman North 60-38. It defeated Mustang 61-42, and Piedmont most recently 64-48. Again, they're led by head coach Scott Norris, picked up his 106th win, or picked up his 103rd win, which made him the all-time winningest coach at Edmond North. He comes in with 106 wins so far this season. They're averaging over 61 points per game while giving up around 42. Again, for OK Mustangs, led by head coach Chad Clark, they're scoring 77 points per game coming into the matchup while giving up just 30, and they've scored 83 on a pair of occasions. They scored 85 against Porter, 79 against 4AJ, 70 points against Wagner, and most recently Weber's Falls 73-24. They defeated Arcoma 92-24. Players to keep an eye on, though, for Edmond North. You got to talk about Dylan Warlick. Again, after a breakout sophomore season, did not disappoint a year ago as a junior, trying to take another step his senior year after averaging 15 points per game and a team-high nearly 9 rebounds per game. Had 66 assists, 18 steals, and 22 blocks. The two-time state tournament MVP was over 1,000 points in his career. Another guy, and he's already signed with Wyoming University, Keanu Tramble, who's actually a transfer into Edmond North, the 6'1", 190-pound guard, another great scorer, and another guy inside, which we'll talk about, Bryce Potts, the 6'6", 218-pound forward, has offers already from Oklahoma Christian, the University of Ozarks, the University of Texas at Dallas, Southwestern, and UCO. So that's going to be the question. You've got three really, really good players of Edmond North. That's going to be a tough matchup for OK this morning.
Certainly will. But like you mentioned, OK's got some good wins to start this season as well. They've been a bit of a giant killer, if you will. They've taken on two 4A teams and beaten them badly. That was 4A Wagner, who they beat 70-29. And then, of course, 4A Weber, 3A Keys that they beat 53-46. So they're not afraid to jump up in class and take on some big opponents. Jay, another 4A team, they beat 79-37. OK has got some talent.
They certainly do. Let's get the starting lineups here for both teams. We'll start with the OK Mustangs. 6'2" senior, number 0, Ducky Swimmer. A 6'2" junior, Bryson Parnell. A 5'10" junior, the guy to keep an eye on for OK, Diesel Davis, who averaged over 16 points a game a year ago. And the senior, Ashton Walters, number 23. Again, they're led by head coach Chad Clark. For Edmond North, the Huskies, 6'2" senior, number 1, Tatum Ridge. A 6'2" senior, Keane Tramble. A 6'2" senior, number 3, Dontrell Yearby. Final two starters, 6'5" senior, Dylan Warlick, and the 6'6" senior, Bryce Potts. It's Edmond North versus OK this morning. It's Edmond North. Huskies will be in the whites. OK Mustangs in the blacks with the orange OK and orange numbering across the front. But it's 6A versus Class A. And, Matt, again, you're not going to see this matchup too many times, but except for really here at the Tournament of Champions.
No, and the big thing here when you're looking at it, I mean, OK has got some good size for a Class A school. Two 6-foot guys, 2 guys that go 6'2" on the lineup. Edmond North starts 5 seniors, the smallest of which is 6'2". So certainly the size advantage to Edmond North, but we know we've seen this time and time again in basketball, especially Oklahoma basketball. Size doesn't always tell the tale.
That's exactly right. Again, the winner of this one will move on to the semifinals tomorrow. They'll take on the winner of Weatherford and Crossings Christian. That's coming up at 1:30 here this afternoon. When we get ready to start this one, it'll be OK going left to right across. And Edmond North will be moving right to left. It will be Ducky Swimmer to jump against Bryce Potts. And the opening tip is controlled by the Mustangs. As with the basketball, Diesel Davis now underneath to Parnell. Fadeaway jumper high off the glass is good. What a finish from Bryson Parnell. And OK strikes first, leading at 2-0.
Now Parnell really getting physical right there on that finish, and a great fadeaway to cap it off.
Potts hands back to Warlick on the drive. Now spins away from the defender, but a whistle and a reach-in foul coming against OK. This will go against Bryson Parnell. It'll be his first.
I would say that given the option, Edmond North would decline that foul and take the result.
As Warlick on the inbound backs down the defender. Double team comes back straight away. Here's an open three. No good as it rimmed out from Dontrell Yearby. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by OK as the Huskies will get it back.
Bryce Potts did a great job going after that rebound. OK able to just tip it out of bounds away from him.
Keane Tramble will inbound right to Potts, who drives all the way at the rim, runs over defender, and it's a blocking foul called. And Bryce Potts is going to head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
That's the second great play in 2 possessions we've seen Bryson Parnell make. He got called for the block there, but it was close. That's a bang-bang play.
It is, and it's tough because that's 2 now on Parnell is heading to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good from Bryce Potts.
Parnell to the bench. Chase Clark in for OK to take his place.
So one more upcoming from Bryce Potts, the 6'6" senior. Second free throw is up and good. So Edmond North is on the board. Score tied at 2, 7:20 to go here in the opening quarter. And it's game number 2 of game 8 today here inside the BOK Center. There's Ashton Walters. Dumps to Chase Clark in the left baseline. Clark stops at the left elbow. Back up top to Walters. Back to Clark. Fakes left. Goes right into the paint. Nice spin move. Goes up and scores at the rim as he got away that time from Dylan Warlick.
That's the kind of minutes you want off of the bench where from your 6th man, Chase Clark comes in. Shows off some tremendous athleticism and a great move under the bucket to create some space.
Tramble bounces onto the baseline to Tatum Ridge. Back straight away to Tramble. Left wing now to the hands of Yearby, who will drive all the way in, attack the rim. Layup was no good. Rebound tipped by Potts. Got it back. Goes back up strong with a right hand and a whistle and a traveling call. And that'll be a turnover against the Huskies as the Mustangs will get it back.
Huskies look just a little bit unsettled right now. I think maybe OK more aggressive defensively than they had maybe anticipated.
So the Mustangs have it again out of Class A, the number 1 team in Class A. There's a bounce pass. Now here's a drive by Davis. The baseline jumper, no good. Warlick with a rebound. Warlick will bring this one up. And Warlick turns it over. It's stolen away. Numbers here for the Mustangs as Walters hands back to Davis. Now the right corner. Good ball movement here. Tito Ramos stops at the foul line. Back to the near side to Davis. Will penetrate all the way in with a right hand. Left it short. And the rebound taken by Tatum Ridge. Back come the Huskies. As Yerby. It's for Tramble. Now they'll throw it underneath. Wide open layup with the left hand. Nice finish from Tatum Ridge.
Good basketball IQ there. Great court vision. That was a very tight window to squeeze that pass in. Edmond North able to do it.
5:30 to go in the opening quarter. Score tied at 4 as Ducky Swimmer will hand to Walters up top. Now to Ramos. Hands to Chase Clark, who's got 2 off the bench around the screen. Now off of Walters. That one actually was tipped by the Huskies, and it went right off Walters out of bounds.
Yeah, he ate that one right in the face, and he didn't really expect to see it. In fact, he started to look back up the court to see if he could run the tip down. Caught him in the side of the head.
5:20 to go in the opening quarter. Edmond North and OK tied at 4. As Potts throws left to Tatum Ridge. Back straight away down to Tramble. Now top of the key to Yerby. Floats it underneath to Potts. Turnaround layup good off the glass, and that's just size right there from Bryce Potts.
Size and just enforcing his will right there. Great back down, and man, he can sky as he turns to look at the basket.
As Ramos bounces. Ramos with it. Hands to Clark. Clark behind the back. Dribble nearly had it poked away. Ball's on the floor. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor the Huskies of Edmond North.
Be a turnover against the OK Mustangs. 1 turnover apiece so far.
Huskies will have it with 4:45 to play here in quarter number 1. And it's game 2 of the Tournament of Champions today. Here's the lob backside, run down by Bryce Potts in the left corner. Potts back up top to Yerby, right wing to Warlick. Warlick on the penetration, leans in, but a whistle and a foul called on the floor before the shot from Warlick. This will go against Chase Clark. It'll be his first, just the 3rd team foul. Keone Tramble to inbound to the baseline. Left to the rim, lobs it in, pass tipped out of bounds by Chase Clark. Edmond North will now inbound on the far side of the court. Yerby will inbound to Tramble. Set it up for the Huskies up top to Bryce Potts. Now to Yerby at the foul line to Warlick left wing. Warlick back straight away to Yerby. Back to Warlick. Warlick backing down the defender, Ashton Walters. Into the paint. Throws it underneath to Potts with a right-handed jump hook and finishes easily. 4 straight now for Bryce Potts.
Another next-level move from Bryce Potts, too, from behind the backboard that time, Dustin. Again, the great vertical jump and then a good reach to get through and stick that one.
As Clark out to Walters, fires for a 3 with a hand in his face. No good. Offensive rebound by Clark, and then a foul underneath against Edmond North.
I think that 3-pointer was partially tipped, and we'll get the second foul against the Huskies.
First against Warlick, first foul.
Team foul. Scoreboard was quicker than I was.
Inbound will go to Walters. Out to Davis. Davis held scoreless so far. Back to Ramos straight away, under 3:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Davis works against Tramble on the left baseline. Bounce pass underneath to Ducky Swimmer. Goes up against Potts. Goes up strong and scores with the right hand. What a finish there from Ducky Swimmer, giving up about 4 inches.
Well, and Potts has got that incredible vertical. And again, that time missed, but Ducky Swimmer, what an adjustment to get that finish.
As Yerby for 3, it's no good. Offensive rebound. Stick back was blocked by Swimmer, but staying with it as Bryce Potts goes back up again and scores. 10-6. Huskies lead it. As Clark with it, top of the key. Mustangs will reset here offensively. Under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. As Ramos straight away in between the 2 circles. Left wing to Clark. Looks left, now drives right, trying to get by Potts. Just nowhere to go. Spins into the paint. Potts blocked the shot. He got his own offensive rebound, did Clark. Trying to go back up, and a whistle and a foul call. This will go against Bryce Potts. That'll be foul number 1. Second team foul.
Couple of substitutions from Edmond North. Entering the game will be Landon Fitzgerald. And also coming in, number 22, Logan Nall.
Inbound will go to Swimmer. Out of Walters. And a whistle and a traveling call. This will be against Diesel Davis. So a turnover against the Mustangs. We'll give it back to the Huskies. 2:35 to go here in quarter number one. Tramble, far side over to Yearby. Lobs to Warlick, back underneath. Takes one dribble, and that was Logan Knoll. Back out, here's a left corner three, up and good from Landon Fitzgerald.
Just good inside-out basketball right there from Edmond North.
Back come the Mustangs. It's Clark with it. Now underneath to Swimmer. Works. Goes up strong and scores again off the glass. Nice finish from Ducky Swimmer as he got it over Logan Knoll.
Really like just how technical he was there with the footwork to find a shooting window.
Warlick near side. There's a three again from Landon Fitzgerald, and just like that, he's hit two off the bench, and it's 16-8. They've doubled up the Mustangs.
Gonna need to guard him. That guy can shoot.
And Coach Norris bringing Landon Fitzgerald off the bench. The 5'9" senior has knocked down a pair of threes here early. Chase Clark out to Ramos for a three, and the answer from the corner. It's good from Tito Ramos.
What a well-designed play, too. Tito Ramos around a screen, finds an open window, and the fadeaway three-pointer is good.
Warlick works against Walters. Now into the paint. Double team comes, dumps it back underneath. The layup was missed by Logan Knoll. We do have a whistle and a foul called, and Knoll's going to head to the free throw line to shoot two. It'll be on Diesel Davis. That's just his first. Team foul number 4.
Ball control key for both of these teams so far, Dustin. I can't say these are official, but I've only got one turnover apiece. There's only 1:13 left to go in the first quarter.
First free throw from Knoll is up and good. Yeah, both teams really have done a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball as we see Dontrell Yearby exit Tatum Ridge back in. Second free throw upcoming from Logan Knoll. 6'6" junior, knocks them both down. 18-11 Edmond North. Just over a minute to go here in the opening quarter. As Ramos has it left wing. Now straight away, right wing to Diesel Davis on the drive all the way underneath. Out to the corner to Ramos. His pass deflected out of bounds in the corner. It was touched last by Tatum Ridge. Okay, we'll keep it.
Some good anticipation right there from the Huskies as they just kind of followed that ball all the way underneath it and anticipated the pass coming back up top.
Inbound to Davis, back to Ramos in the corner. Pump fakes, got the defender in the air, and then threw it off the foot of Tatum Ridge. And okay, we'll inbound once again, this time on the baseline.
Really looking for Ducky Swimmer underneath there in that far corner. He had good position, he just couldn't get the ball fed in.
Inbound to Swimmer, back to Clark, deep left wing, and a whistle and a foul called away from the ball. I think this is going to go against the Huskies. I think it's Tatum Ridge.
Tried to push through the screen set by Ducky Swimmer that time, called for the off-ball foul.
Inbound to Chase Clark, left wing. 45 seconds here in the opening quarter. Now at the foul line, makes his move, and a whistle and a traveling call. That was good defense from Logan Knoll. Just did not allow Chase Clark to go anywhere.
A lot of contact right there, but they've been allowing some of that, especially on moves underneath, and the no call will result in the second OK turnover.
Just 35 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. As with the basketball is Keanu Tramble. Cross court here on the near side to Landon Fitzgerald. Back straight away to Tramble. Tramble step back for a top of the key three off the front of the rim. No good. Chase Clark with a rebound. Here come the Mustangs down the floor. Now top of the key with it is Davis. 13 to shoot. Davis on the drive. Stops at the left elbow. Back straight away to Swimmer. 7 to shoot now. Tito Ramos back out the midcourt stripe. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Has to hoist up a 3. It's no good as it pinballs out. And that's how the first quarter will come to a close. We played 8 minutes here in the opening boys game of the Tournament of Champions. Edmond North leading OK 18-11. We'll come back with more after this. It's the 58th annual Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC. We are Autry Technology Center. Imagine.
Welcome back to the 58th Annual Tournament of Champions, Squirtle.tv. I'm Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Edmond North and OK dueling it out in boys action. Edmond North leads 18-11 to start quarter number 2.
Mustangs will have the basketball to open up quarter number 2. Is back out there is Bryson Parnell with those 2 early fouls as Walters. Hands back to Ducky Swimmer. Opening possession here for the Mustangs as they trail it by 7. 2 number 1 teams, one in 6A, one in Class A, doing battle here this morning. As Parnell on the baseline, back out to Walters. He'll try up a 3 from the right wing, no good. Dylan Warlick with a rebound. With just nowhere to go, had to force up that 3.
No, and Parnell's fighting hard underneath there. It's going to be a big battle between him and Bryce Potts today. That's just a lot of physicality underneath the bucket as Edmond North pops one in.
Yeah, Dylan Warlick with a right-handed jump hook. It's up and good. It's 20-11.
Really, the difference in the game so far, Dustin, has been the pair of big 3-pointers from Edmond North in that first quarter.
That's just the first 2 from Warlick. Again, a double-figure score coming in as cutoff was Davis at the top of the key. Back to Walters. Left wing to Swimmer. Drives baseline. Is cut off by Potts. Back to Parnell. Straight away to Walters. Okay, being patient on this possession. As Davis looks underneath, now crossover move, right there with him, those Keani Tramble. Bounce pass to Ramos. Ramos all the way up underneath, out to Swimmer, left corner for an open 3. It's no good. Keani Tramble pulls down the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Warlick. Huskies want to run. Warlick all the way in with a right hand, missed the shot, got his own offensive rebound, and a foul called on the floor, though, before the second shot.
Oh, that's a big one for OK. That one is the 3rd foul against Bryson Parnell.
So Landon Fitzgerald exits. Back in as Dontrell Yearby. Starting 5 now on the floor for the Huskies.
Ducky Swimmer comes out for OK.
Lob into Warlick. Backs down Davis. Cross-court pass to Tramble. Lines up a right wing 3, and he buried it. Nice shot from Keani Tramble. First field goal of the game, and it's 23-11, just like that. Mustangs need a basket on this possession. And they trailed at 18-11 at the end of the first. We played nearly 2 minutes with no points for OK. Clark with a nice hesitation move, cut off by Potts again to Parnell. Now to Ramos with it. Looks for the screen, uses it left from Parnell. Reverses back to his right. Instead, we'll go to Clark to his left. Back out to Davis. Davis works against Tramble. And around the screen left from Parnell, and just nowhere to go over the basketball mat right now.
Now, that screen work for Edmond North has been fantastic, the way they've switched and come over the top.
Well, and if you're Ramos, had to force that one up with the right hand, didn't hit anything off the glass as Warlick has the rebound. Back to Potts. He'll try a 3. Left it short, no good. Parnell with a rebound.
Love that OK is stealing minutes with Bryson Parnell right now with those 3 fouls.
Oh, here's a deep left wing 3 up and no good from Davis. Back comes Warlick. Here's the bounce pass up ahead to Dontrell Yearby. Stops, goes back to Warlick, attacks the rim and scores with the right hand. Warlick with 4 points now in quarter number 2.
A lot of firepower from Edmond North right there. They can run in transition, quick feet, quick eyes.
Davis around the screen from Clark again for another 3, and this time he knocked it down. Nice shot from Diesel Davis. His first field goal of the game. It's 25-14. It's Keani Tramble. Hands to Yearby. Straight away to Potts. Left wing to Tatum Ridge. Ridge trying to set up Warlick. Bounces it to him. Got away from the defender. Cuts into the paint. Goes up with the right hand. No good. Got his own offensive rebound. Goes back up and scores. And boy, Dylan Warlick has taken over here in quarter number 2.
Seen that a couple of times from Warlick when he misses the first. Able to get his own rebound and put the stick back in.
4 minutes to play until halftime. It's 27-14 Edmond North. It's Davis. Nice crossover move. Gets by Tramble. He's bumped, and that's going to be a foul on Keani Tramble. That'll be his first.
But Keani Tramble is a quick player. He's big-bodied guy, very physical, and I mean deceptive level speed. You look at him and you know he's quick when you watch him play, and then those first couple of steps defensively are just so fast.
Tramble again. He's committed to Independence Community College. It was back on December the 3rd.
I think Independence may have a gym right there.
Now we'll go to Swimmer. Right baseline works against Xavier Ross, who's checked in, the 6'7" senior. Clark works against Ross. Trying to go by Ross, and boy, good bump by Ross that time out to Swimmer. That's good defense from Ross. Didn't bite on any of those fakes from Clark.
No, just kept him right in the middle, guard the middle half of the offender, and didn't fall for any of the head fakes.
Underneath to Swimmer. Works against Warlick. Back straight away to Davis with just the size. So tough to match up with Edmond North. Davis trying to get away. Now guarded by Warlick. Davis on Warlick on the drive. All the way in. Shot blocked from behind by Dylan Warlick. And the ball will stay with OK.
Big play from Warlick right there. But it was Keani Tramble up at the top that really made that happen. I mean, a guy that when you're good enough that you're tough to screen, you're really good.
Warlick and both Tatum Ridge will exit. Logan Knoll back in along with Landon Fitzgerald. As Chase Clark has it against Knoll. Spin move into the paint. Back out to Swimmer. Now to Davis around the screen right. Davis behind the back dribble. Tramble just all over Davis. Back out to Clark. Clark pump fakes to Swimmer. Now straight away to Clark. Thought about the three. Instead will pull up. Right elbow jumper. Too strong. No good. Xavier Ross with a backside rebound. Outlet pass up ahead to Fitzgerald all the way in. Layup high off the backboard. No good as it didn't hit anything. Back comes Clark. Clark out to Ramos. Right wing lined up a three and he knocked it down. Big shot from Tito Ramos. His second.
Okay, great transition basketball right there. Find the open man. Made the three-point shot work.
It seems where the Mustangs have been a lot better offensively. Not as much on the half court, but when they get out and run, free up some of those shooters as Xavier Ross leads in for a layup off the glass. His first two. It's 29-17.
And what quick hands from Ross. Mishandled that pass initially. Got the handle back on it. Able to get the stick in.
Diesel Davis guarded by Tramble. Tramble having to work hard to stay with Davis as Walters works against out. Fitzgerald backs him down. Right-handed jump hook. No good off the back iron. Rebound tipped out right to Swimmer. Back to Ramos left wing. Now to Clark. To Ramos right in front of Yearby. Knocks down another one. Big shot from Tito Ramos. His third made three.
Huge contested three right there, too. I don't know that you could do much more defensively than that. Just a fantastic shot.
29-20. Okay, back within 9 is Yearby. Around the screen from Ross. Now to Tramble right baseline. Right into Davis. Dumps that underneath to Ross. Goes up and scores off the glass. And that's just 6'7" Xavier Ross.
Yeah, that's just a big guy doing what big guys can do. Reached right over the top of the defender and took that ball away.
Yeah, Ross that again did not have to really jump much as Davis contested deep left wing three. Hit it again. Nice shot from Diesel Davis. How about that, though? The fifth made three for the Mustangs here in the first half.
The Mustangs can shoot. They are not afraid to pull the trigger. That one about 4 feet behind the arc.
8-point lead for the Huskies. Again, number 1 in 6A versus number 1 in Class A. Yearby and a whistle and a foul away from the ball. This is going to go against Keani Tramble.
Keani Tramble pleading his case. That's the second push-through foul that he's picked up. One on the defensive end when he got screened, and on that one trying to set a screen and then keep up with his assignment, trying to get back to the top. Deer Creek wants the push. They're saying that Keani Tramble's being shoved off of his line and is just fighting back for position.
Back come the Mustangs with it as Davis nearly had his pocket picked from Tramble, and then they get a whistle and a jump ball. Tramble reaching over is going to force the tie up. Ball's going to go back to the Huskies of Edmond North. You hear the OK Mustangs fans behind us. Didn't have a whole lot to cheer about in the opening quarter, but a lot more as of the last couple of minutes.
Arrow's actually going to favor the Huskies. Be an OK turnover.
So Keani Tramble with it across the midcourt stripe. Nice spin move to get away from Davis. Back up top, straight away to Ross. Pump fake, step to the foul line. Now to Yerby. Back to Ross. They'll sag off him and give him that shot to Fitzgerald. Now to Ross, takes one dribble, attacks the rim, missed the layup, got his own offensive rebound, and the stick back is there. 6 points for Xavier Ross.
Quickly becoming an advantage of the Huskies is that offensive board.
So apparently we've just got a warning issued to head coach Scott Norris now to our right. Head coach for Edmond North picking up a warning from one of the officials. So 15.6 to go. Edmond North leads by 10, 33-23. Give the Mustangs credit. Stayed right into this game. As the inbound will go to Clinton Torrix, who's checked in. Torrix, the 5'8 sophomore, works against Fitzgerald. Under 10 to shoot. It's knocked out on the pass by Fitzgerald, who's trying to get it up to Diesel Davis.
Huskies have really kind of expanded their defense. Earlier in the game, OK was kind of allowed to make some passes deep behind the arc, and now Edmond North really extending up there and trying to fight everything they can, and now an illegal screen is going to be whistled against OK.
Yeah, it's going to go on Tito. Tito Ramos will pick it up, his first. 4.4 to go. Yerby will inbound to Warlick. He'll catch and a whistle and a foul called. It's not necessarily a bad foul if you're Chase Clark, because now you make the Huskies inbound again, just the third team foul.
Now, that was really a hustle foul, trying to get that baseline cutoff against Warlick.
So Yerby will inbound far side of the court, across from the OK Mustangs bench. Lobs into Ross, hands back to Tramble, lines up a three at the horn, no good, and that's how the first half will come to a close. We played 16 minutes. 6A's Edmond North leading Class A OK Mustangs 33-23. We'll take a timeout and come back, have our halftime show after this. It's the 58th annual Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. We've thought it through, down to every pour, garnish, and drizzle. Hey, pizza brings us together, and the details bring you here. Upper Crust, gather round.
Welcome back live to the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Edmond North and the OK Mustangs shooting it out in boys action. Game 1 for the boys side of the bracket. Game 2 of the day. Right now, Edmond North leads OK 33-23. Let's jump in and take a look at those halftime statistics. We'll start with shooting percentages. For OK, they shot 45% from the floor, 55% from behind the arc. They did not shoot a free throw in the entire first half of the game. For the Huskies of Edmond North, they shot 56.5% from the floor, 43% from behind the arc. They were 100% from the foul line, 4 of 4. Rebounds, well, the advantage goes to Edmond North. The size and power of the Huskies right now, tough to outplay. For OK, Edmond North picked up 14 rebounds, 7 offensive boards, 7 defensive boards. The OK Mustangs picked up 7 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, and the turnover battle. Again, an edge to Edmond North. They had 3 turnovers in the first half. The OK Mustangs had 6. Let's turn it to Dustin Goodnow and talk about scoring.
Yeah, individual statistics starting with OK. Tito Ramos again in the first half with 9. Diesel Davis with 6. 2 from Bryson Parnell. Ducky Swimmer chipped in with 4. And Chase Clark with 2. The leading scorer was Tito Ramos, hitting all of his shots from beyond the arc. Went 3 for 3 from three-point land. On the other side for Edmond North, they're led in scoring by Bryce Potts, who had 8 in the first half. 6 from Landon Fitzgerald, both of those coming from beyond the arc. He was 2 for 2 from 3. 6 from Xavier Ross inside, 2 from Logan Knoll, 3 from Keone Tramble, 2 from Tatum Ridge, and 6 again from Dylan Warlick. Points in the paint, no surprise here, Matt, with the size advantage 20-6, and that's probably going to stay the way, I would think, for the next 16 minutes, but we're okay. They've been able to knock down some of those threes. The Mustangs that's really what's kind of kept them within striking distance.
Well, yeah, OK got hot there in the second quarter. In fact, they're 5 of 9 from behind the arc, but they had a run where I believe they were 3 of 3 on 3-point baskets. All of those pretty contested shots, but those boys from OK, they came to play basketball, and they can shoot. I just think right now the advantage is Edmond North's inside game, Dustin. Just tough to contend with size and physicality at the level that Edmond North has.
Yeah, again, 20-6 in the paint. Points off turnovers. The Huskies led at 9-0. Second chance points in favor of Edmond North, 11-5 after the 7 offensive rebounds. Fast break points in favor of OK, 3-2, and bench points in favor of Edmond North, 14-2 over OK. We had 2 times that the score was tied. We only had 1 lead change. That was early on in the first quarter. Again, it's 33-23 here at halftime. We'll take a break, come back. Third quarter action coming up right after this, as this is coverage of the 58th Annual Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today. Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at...
Welcome back to the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow reporting today for Squirtle.tv. Great Tournament of Champions action underway in the boys bracket. Right now, Edmond North leads OK 33-23. Dustin, keys to the game for me, the two big takeaways were no free shots in the entire first half for the boys from OK. That means that Edmond North is doing a really good job on those contested baskets down low. They've got some good blocks. They have really pressured and just played physical with OK anytime they've been driving to the basket. And then number two, Edmond North leading in that rebound category, 14-7, 7 offensive boards, 7 defensive boards for Edmond North. That's just, again, that physicality down there and the size advantage for Edmond North. But, man, do not discount OK. When they get hot, they get extremely hot. Everybody seems to be athletic. Everybody can get to the basket. The big thing is a lot of those guys from the OK team can shoot from behind the arc, and it could be a real battle going down the stretch in this one.
It definitely could, and this is a game, really, if you're okay, whether you win or lose, this is going to help you throughout the rest of the season. You're not going to play anybody as good as Edmond North the rest of the way, and especially not through the rest of Class A. So this can only help OK moving forward. These 3 games here, the Tournament of Champions this week.
Well, they have certainly made a statement to start. I think the front of the jersey that says OK may be a little bit of an undersell because these guys are really, really good.
Here we go, third quarter to start as OK will moving right to left. We'll start with the basketball as Ramos out near the midcourt stripe. Mustangs again trailing it by 10 to open up third quarter action. Again, it's game 2 for game 8 coming up later on throughout the rest of the day. And there's Ducky Swimmer with it, top of the key for the Mustangs. He'll hand back to Diesel Davis. Now here's a deep right wing 3 from Ashton Walters. No good as he left it short. Keanu Tramble has the rebound. Back the other way. Nice behind the back move there from Tramble. Runs it down. He'll go to Potts. Hands to Warlick. Warlick will pump fake. Now into the paint. Out to Tatum Ridge will fire for a corner 3. No good. And the rebound taken by Diesel Davis. And then they drew the foul on Potts underneath. Oh, no, my apologies. This is going to go against Parnell. That's a tough call.
I think that's the 4th foul on Parnell, if I'm not mistaken.
The OK fans not happy about that one, Matt. I think you're right. That is number 4.
Boy, Bryson Parnell is a big-time player for OK, and that was just really a contested both-way type of foul. He ended up underneath the Edmond North player, but it wasn't like he swept him underneath, but that's a call you get sometimes.
Warlick, nice spin move to get away from Davis. Scores again off the glass. Warlick now with 8 as the lead moves to 12. Well, yeah, and you could hear the OK Mustang fans right behind us screaming about that last call, not happy about it.
I tell you what, I love the passion. I'm here for it.
Clark near side to Walters left wing. Walters will penetrate, stop, bounce pass to Swimmer left baseline. Out to Davis on the run in the corner, knocks down another three from Diesel Davis, his third made three.
Oh my, a float away three-pointer as he was headed toward the out-of-bounds line. The incredible angle on that one, Dustin. He had to be looking from almost behind the backboard to get that one to go.
And Warlick for the answer three. It's no good. And a foul on the rebound. Guess we'll go against. Oh, this one I think is going to go in favor of OK, as this is going to go against Bryce Potts, his second.
Everybody's surprised. Coach Norris surprised about that one. I didn't see Bryce Parnell really do anything out of position that time.
So Davis will inbound to Clark. Back come the Mustangs. It's a 9-point game. Again, Edmond North led by 7 in the first quarter. Outscored OK 15-12 in the second. As Clark back to Walters. Now to Ramos in the left corner. And underneath to Swimmer. Backs down Potts. He's bodied up. Still nowhere to go with it. Out to Ramos near side. Ramos across the paint. Stops. Back out to Walters. Out of left wing to Swimmer. And a whistle, and they just drew the third right there on Bryce Potts.
That's a big one right there. Bryce Potts is a huge presence for Edmond North inside. Now, we have seen off of their bench, they've got some other guys that can occupy that space, but none of them do it quite as well as Bryce Potts.
And we'll see Logan Knoll will check in for Potts. He'll have to sit with those 3 fouls. It's already 2 team fouls against Edmond North here in the third quarter. As there's a baseline 3 up and good from Ducky Swimmer. And all of a sudden, the lead down to 6.
Drew that on Logan Knoll, who was just a little late getting out there with a hand up to contest that shot, and Swimmer made him pay for it.
Back comes Tranel around the screen from Warlick. He'll line up a right wing 3, and it rattled out. No good. Backside rebound by Ramos. Here come the Mustangs. As Ramos will wave everyone off, go near side to Diesel Davis. Davis against Warlick. Spin move into the paint, backs down Warlick, nowhere to go with it. Fell down as he kicked it out to Swimmer. Swimmer on the drive, in the paint, stuck, out to Clark. Clark with it now, top of the key. Does not want to use the screen right from Swimmer. Clark bounce pass to Ramos near the right corner. Ramos backs down Yearby. Stops, now shows the back cut to Davis all the way in, out to Walters, back to Clark. To Ramos. Ramos on the drive against Knoll. Spin move, goes up strong with a right hand and missed the shot inside. Logan Knoll there for the rebound.
That was good defense from Logan Knoll. They had a lot of looks that time, and he just continued to have a hand in their face.
As Trammell on the spin move, missed the layup. Rebound back to Tatum Ridge. Now to Warlick. Oh, as he cut right around a defender and scores off the glass with a right hand on the left side. It's 37-29.
Looked like Walters was set up to take the screen there, and Warlick able to just kind of sidestep and get to the basket.
Diesel Davis. Out of Ducky Swimmer. Dribbles back, hands back to Davis. Near side to Clark. Chase Clark works against Warlick. Out to Walters. Walters. Bounce pass underneath to Swimmer. Pump fakes. Defender flies by. Second defender, though, got the block, and then the offensive rebound and stick back is good from Ducky Swimmer.
Going to be a 30-second timeout taken by OK. Edmond North leads 37-31. We'll break away. You're listening to the Tournament of Champions, brought to you by Squirtle.
Why be a Ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here. Why be a Ranger? At Northwestern.
Welcome back to the BOK Center here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow, Edmond North, and OK duking it out in boys action here at the Tournament of Champions. Edmond North leads 37-31, 4:01 left to go in quarter number 3.
Yeah, OK has outscored Edmond North 8-4 so far to start the third quarter here in the first 4 minutes. And back comes Keanu Tramble with it. Around the screen right from Logan Knoll. Goes to Yerby in the right corner, dumps it underneath. They'll go up to, I believe that was Warlick underneath, and Warlick's fouled on the way up.
Warlick is just such a presence to deal with underneath there. Between him and the other big guys for Edmond North, they create a huge mismatch, and it's just so tough when they get physical and want to go to the bucket.
First against Ducky Swimmer, just the second team foul as Warlick's first free throw is up, and it's no good. Warlick will shoot one more.
Warlick goes 6'5". Bryce Potts goes 6'6". It's just Edmond North does not run out of big guys.
Second free throw up and good as Warlick connects on 1 of 2. And then you bring in Logan Knoll and Xavier Ross off the bench at 6'6" and 6'7". It's Chase Clark with it, has it on the right wing for OK. Around the screen from Walters, now reverses back to his right, now cuts to the left. All over him, is Tatum Ridge. Good defense there as Ducky Swimmer with it. Hands to Davis. Back to Swimmer. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Goes far side over to Walters. 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Bounce pass to Ramos to the right baseline. Works against Dontrell Yerby. Back out straight away to Walters. He'll step in for a three. It's no good, but it was tipped in, though. Great hustle from Chase Clark for his second basket.
Chase Clark gets the credit there, but Tatum Ridge also got a fingertip on that one, trying to throw it out, and it just went right in.
Warlick right-handed jump hook is around the rim and falls in again. His sixth made field goal of the game.
A high-level move from Warlick right there. Very little time to look down that shot and still managed to find its way home.
Walters against Ridge. Back straight away to Swimmer. He'll hand to Walters. No points so far today for Ashton Walters. Again, was a double-figure score a year ago. Chase Clark works against Warlick just inside the top of the key. Will dribble back beyond the three-point line. Now to Davis. They'll reset their offense. Davis bounce pass to Swimmer. Swimmer at the foul line. Hands to Clark. Clark on the drive left. Goes right into Warlick and draws the foul. That's a good aggressive move from Chase Clark in the second against Dylan Warlick.
Got some really good minutes from Chase Clark in for Bryson Parnell. I've been really impressed with just the motor on Chase and Clark. He just goes 100% all the time when he's on the floor.
Landon Fitzgerald back in for Tatum Ridge for the Huskies. 2:18 left, 40-33. Edmond North on top. There's the inbound to Swimmer in the right corner. To Walters, back straight away to Chase Clark. In between the two circles. Now he'll dribble the right wing, bounce pass at the foul line to Ramos. Back straight away to Clark. Now 2 minutes left as Diesel Davis with it. Okay, being patient here on the offensive end. A 7-point game. Davis will quick trigger on the right wing three, and he hit another one. What a shot from Diesel Davis, and the lead now down to 4.
Diesel Davis has an elite level first step too. I'm telling you, he is so hard to guard when he decides to go right or left. Just a quick shimmy, and that time open way behind the arc. He hit that one from another zip code.
Well, and again, he doesn't need a whole lot of space. He gets off the shot so quick as Warlick backs down the defender. Had it knocked away. Ball's on the floor. Now it's going to be picked up by Chase Clark, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor Edmond North, though. Boy, but what a third quarter here from the Mustangs. Again, they trailed by 10 at halftime, only trailing by 4 now. Just 1:28 to go, third quarter. Number 1 in 6A versus number 1 in Class A. Both these two teams combined 13-0 on the season. Okay at 8-0. Edmond North at 5-0 as Tramble has it out near the midcourt stripe. To Warlick. 1:20 left. Back to Tramble around the right side. Stops the right block. Passes to Fitzgerald. Now here's a left wing three from Yerby. No good. Backside rebound by Ramos.
Good defense there from the OK Mustangs to force an outside shot from Edmond North.
Chance for the Mustangs to get within 2 or possibly 1 here with a 3. Under a minute to go as Clark goes to Ducky Swimmer to his left, near the left corner.
Mustangs looking very patient right here, Dustin. They don't want just the last shot. They want a good shot out of this.
40 seconds left. Diesel Davis around the screen, steps back. He'll fire for 3. Not a whole lot of room, and he didn't need much as he knocks down another 3. Davis with his 5th made 3, and the Mustangs are within 1.
Diesel Davis has just put the Mustangs on his back right now. He is playing incredible.
When you hear the crowd, the OK Mustang fans behind us, that pass nearly picked off and stolen as Tramble was trying to get it to Warlick. 14 seconds left. Tramble on the drive, out to Knoll, across the paint to Fitzgerald. Open three, left it short. Ball picked up by the Mustangs with 4.7 to go and a whistle and a foul called. And this may go against OK. It is. It's going to go against Ducky Swimmer. Tough call on the Mustangs.
Did not see what Ducky Swimmer did right there. It looked like OK had come up with a clean rebound, and then a whistle stops the action.
Xavier Ross in now for the Huskies as Tramble will inbound to the baseline, just 4.7 to go. Inbound to Warlick. Warlick, 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Warlick, will he get the shot off? He will not get it off in time. And that is how the third quarter will come to a close. The Mustangs trailed by 10 at halftime. They will trail by 1 going into the fourth. Edmond North leads at 40-39. Come back after this. It's the 58th Annual Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.tv.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes. Is your school or booster club...
Welcome back to the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tournament of Champions underway. Edmond North and OK in a shootout. The Huskies lead the Mustangs 40-39. That is on the back of a 16-point third quarter for the OK Mustangs. They held Edmond North to just 7 and have closed this game to a 1-point contest. 8 minutes left to go.
And the Mustangs will start with the basketball. They've only led once. That was very early on in the first quarter. As they trail by 1 as Parnell back out there. Again, he'll have to be careful of the 4 fouls. Just inside the top of the key, back out to Walters. Walters out near the 10-second line, guarded by Fitzgerald. Bounce pass to Parnell, had it poked away from behind, though. Nice hands from Xavier Ross to come up with that steal. Warlick into the paint, back out. Here's a 3, no good from Tatum Ridge. Offensive rebound, stick back was no good from Ross. Finally able to corral it, puts up another one and goes back up and scores. 4th made field goal from Xavier Ross.
Ross had 2 offensive rebounds right there as he cleaned up his own mess, if you will, and then was able to get it back into the bucket. Got lucky he wasn't called for an over the back foul, though. Okay, looked like they had him in good position, but no whistle.
Now we just get a foul on the other end against Keone Tramble, against Diesel Davis. As Chase Clark will inbound just to our left, to the right of the OK bench. Diesel Davis, though, today has made 5 from beyond the arc. They've made 9 total. Ramos against Fitzgerald on the left baseline. Backs down the defender. Spins into the paint. Goes up with the right hand around the rim and no good as it fell off, but he was fouled, and Ramos will shoot 2.
It was a great move by Ramos right there to get by the initial defender. And then it was the big guy coming over. It was Xavier Ross got called for the foul.
So Tito Ramos to the free throw line, the 6-foot junior. First trip there here this morning. First free throw misses off to the left, no good.
Well, I say it was Ross that got called for the foul, Dustin. I didn't actually see him wave that in. No, they did. They gave it instead to, it looks like Warlick got it. Both of them were down there. Ross got all ball on his attempt.
Second free throw is up and good. Tito Ramos with it. Under 7 minutes to go as he knocks down 1 of 2. It's 42-40 Edmond North. It's Keone Tramble around the screen left from Potts, who's back out there. Now to Warlick in the left corner. Got the defender on the air with a pump fake. Back out to Tramble left wing. Cross-court pass to Tatum Ridge. Underneath the Potts goes up strong with the right hand. His shot was blocked by Ducky Swimmer. Nice defensive play there. Opportunity to tie or take the lead, and Diesel Davis bedtime missed the 3. As that one a little bit short, and that one was pretty deep.
That was deep. Sometimes you just got to do the heat check, you know. He'd hit 2 of those already.
As Keanu Tramble, nice spin move, and they whistle a foul on the floor called against the Mustangs. This will go against Chase Clark, his third.
Is just foul number 1 for the Mustangs here in quarter number 4. Already 2 fouls for Edmond North.
So Tramble will inbound right to Warlick. Open right corner 3. Too strong, no good. Potts there with a rebound. Takes one dribble, runs over defender. Offensive foul as we'll go back the other way. Stepping up to take the charge was Tito Ramos.
Got the big punch out right there for the referee, too. That was one that he had his eyes on, saw that coming.
And that is now number 4 against Bryce Potts. Potts had 8 points in the first half, 0 so far here in the second. He'll have to exit with the 4. Xavier Ross back in for the Huskies.
Parnell and Potts have both had their minutes limited today. One for OK, one for the Huskies due to those fouls.
There's Chase Clark with it, top of the key. In front of him is Tatum Ridge. Clark back to Parnell. Parnell hands to Davis. Easel Davis tries to get around the defender. Goes back to Parnell. Fakes a pass. He'll pull up. Foul line jumper. Good as Parnell knocks it in. His second made field goal of the game. And partner, we are tied.
4 now for Parnell, and they have been 4 big ones. It was the 2 to start the game and then the 2 to take the lead back.
42-42. 5:35 to go. As Warlick, top of the key, looks underneath, goes to Ross, and that's going to be, it could be the 5th on Parnell, and it is.
That will be. Caught him for the hook that time.
Boy, and that is a tough foul after Parnell hits the jumper from the foul line, just picks up his 5th. He'll exit with 4 points here this afternoon, or excuse me, this morning. So Ashton Walters back in. So Keanu Tramble will inbound to the baseline. Lobs into Warlick. Catches it just inside the left wing. Backs down Davis. Goes towards the baseline. Now spins back towards the middle of the court. Underneath to Tatum Ridge. Up strong with the left hand. Nice finish there from Tatum Ridge.
Great elevation from Tatum Ridge right there over some Mustang defenders. A contested shot. And Edmond North retakes the lead.
Chase Clark with it, top of the key. Now on the drive all the way in. Attacks the rim, and he's fouled on the way up. As Warlick now will pick up his 4th personal foul. So he and Potts both with 4 each.
Warlick probably had the block if he'd have just kept the hand up, but he came through with the volleyball-style finish, and that's what got called.
So Chase Clark to the free throw line, a chance to add his point total. He's got 4 so far as the first free throw up, and it's no good from Clark.
Remember, the Mustangs shot no free throws in the first half of this game.
This will be attempts number 3 and 4. Second free throw up coming from Chase Clark. Eyes it, flies it, knocks it down. Clark now 1 of 2 from the foul line. 44-43. Number 1 team in 6A being pushed here this morning against the number 1 team in Class A, the OK Mustangs, the Edmond North Huskies. As Xavier Ross, 1 dribble, hands to Ridge, top of the key, under 5 minutes to go. Yerby looks underneath, lobs to Ross, now threw it back underneath. Pass was knocked away and nearly stolen. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Warlick. His reverse layup was no good, but he finishes this time underneath the rim with the left hand.
Offensive rebounds and stickbacks. We've seen Ross do it. Now we see Warlick do it. Edmond North a big advantage there. And now we're going to have an offensive foul called against the Mustangs. That one is going to go against Chase Clark as he tried to get in position, tried to use his body to push the defender out of the way.
So Logan Knoll will check in now as he'll get, I believe, going to be for Dylan Warlick. So Warlick will exit. Inbound will go to Keanu Tramble. 46-43, Edmond North leading by 3, just 4:35 to go. And the second game of the day at the opening round of the 58th Annual Tournament of Champions here at the BOK Center in Tulsa is Tramble. Right wing for a 3, and he knocked it down. Big shot from Keanu Tramble. His second made 3 pushes the lead to 6.
Great work coming off that screen, too. Open for just a moment behind the arc and drilled it.
Davis bounces to Swimmer against Ross, and a whistle and a foul called against Xavier Ross. Get caught with a blocking foul, just his first. But it is the 5th team foul, so now OK will be in the bonus the last 4-10.
This group of guys from OK really just athletic. They play so well together. And right now, Dustin, I love watching them attack the big guys underneath on the dribble, on the shot, as they get their opportunities to bring themselves back in to within 5. 49-44 after the first made free shot.
Swimmer back to the free throw line. He'll shoot one more. Attempts number 5 and 6 this morning for OK as the second free throw is good. Mustangs back within 4, 49-45. 4:05 to go, fourth quarter. It's Tramble. Logan Knoll hands back to Yerby. Now far side to Tramble. Around a pair of screens. Will stop top of the key. Had his pocket picked by Diesel Davis. Back come the Mustangs. Nice defensive play there. Davis on the drive all the way in and is fouled on the way up. And Davis is going to head to the free throw line for his first attempts of the game.
And there we go again. Just what we talked about in their last possession. The OK Mustangs right now attacking the down low guys for Edmond North. 2 possessions, 2 fouls against big men from Edmond North.
That was against Logan Knoll. First free throw up for Diesel Davis is up and good. His first free throw attempts of the game. 5 of 7 of the Mustangs after that make. Now 6 of 8 as Davis hits both. 4 straight makes, and we'll take a timeout. 3:48 to go in the fourth quarter. Edmond North leads OK 49-47. Come back after this, the 58th annual Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org. And
3:48 to play in the fourth quarter as we welcome you back here inside the BOK Center. Dustin Goodall alongside Matt Adair. It's 49-47 Edmond North in front of OK. And boy, what a second half this has been. Back and forth, really.
Certainly was. Remember, the Mustangs put themselves back into this one with a 16-7 third quarter over Edmond North. Mustangs outscored the Huskies 16-7. It closed it to a 1-point game to start things off. Edmond North stretched back out a little. They now lead 49-47.
We just had a recent foul against Diesel Davis, his second, 4th team fouls. We're going to see Dylan Warlick and Bryce Potts check back in for Xavier Ross and Logan Knoll.
Diesel Davis and Keani Tramble, what a matchup that's been. It's been great watching those two go at it today.
What has Tramble goes at 6'2", and Diesel Davis at 5'10", but Davis was using that quickness to get away from him a couple of times and knock down a contested 3 as they'll go back underneath to Bryce Potts. That's a great set play there, and it's an easy 2. 51-47, Huskies with a lead as Davis got the defender in the air with it left wing. Back out to Ramos. Ramos with it. Out of Swimmer to Clark. Back to Davis. 3:13 left. Davis lobs to Swimmer at the foul line. Out to Ramos. Pump fakes, got the defender in the air. Forces one up on the baseline. It's no good. Backside rebound by Warlick. And then Warlick is fouled to the backcourt by Chase Clark, and I think Clark has just fouled out.
That will be 5 on Chase Clark, second Mustang to go to the bench with 5 fouls.
So let's see who Coach Chad Clark will bring in for Chase Clark. After Chase Clark's going to foul out with 5 points this morning. So 5th team foul and also the 5th personal foul. So will be free throws for Dylan Warlick. So they're saying that I've got him with 5.
I've got him with 5. The scores table has him with 5, and then they were also, that will be the 5th team foul against the Mustangs. So it's going to be a shooting violation, which is where the referees were headed, but they had to take care of the administrative duty of bringing Chase Clark out of the game.
So it will be Rylan Burke to replace him. The 6-foot junior, number 33, is Warlick to the free throw line. 1 for 2 so far this morning. First free throw is up and good from Warlick. Missed his first, but has made his last 2. He'll have 1 more. Second free throw from Warlick. Got them both.
Diesel Davis, who had been hot behind the arc, going to have to try and see if he can recreate some of those shots, close this gap for his team.
Fadeaway right baseline jumper, no good as it just grazed the rim. Bryce Potts there for the rebound. 6-point lead, 2:45 to go in the fourth quarter. At 1 point, this game was tied as Tramble had it poked away and stolen. It's Rylan Burke with the steal. Back out to Swimmer. To Davis. Gets away from the defender. Kicks it out to Walters' right wing. Ramos open for a three. No good off the left side of the rim. Got the offensive rebound. Saved it to Swimmer. Back to Burke. Ramos drives baseline. Out to Davis. Davis will pump fake. Now penetrate all the way in and knock down near the baseline. And Davis is going to head to the free throw line to shoot two.
Started out with a hard drive in. The little hesitation went back to the drive and got knocked to the floor. And Diesel Davis, dangerous from the foul line. I think he's only been there maybe once today, but he is 2 of 2, and he shoots confidently from the free throw line.
17 in the game, a chance to get to 18 here and does. One more from Diesel Davis.
Exactly what you want if you're Mustang. Also, score with the clock not running.
One more upcoming from Diesel Davis. Second free throw, got them both. 4 for 4 from the foul line. The lead is just 4. 2:19 to play in fourth quarter. And the winner moves on to the semifinals. It's Tramble to Warlick, top of the key. Warlick back to Yerby. His pass deflected and it's stolen. Another steal, and then Davis has it right wing. That was Walters who came up with that steal. Davis, cross-court pass, knocked out of bounds by Yerby, but it'll stay with OK. But back-to-back possessions, the Mustangs forced the turnover.
Diesel Davis is just never trapped on the floor. You think you've got him hemmed up back there in the deep corner, and instead he's driving baseline and swing passing around defenders.
Davis will inbound. He'll throw it out high. Nice catch from Walters. Leaps off his feet to go get that one. Now to Davis, left wing, under 2 minutes left. Ramos with it. Into the paint, goes up with the right hand. Now kicks it back out right corner for a three. No good from Rylan Burke. And the rebound by Tramble. Back come the Huskies as they surge into the front court. Tramble all the way in, laid it off the glass, but it's an offensive foul as Walters stepped up to take the charge, and we'll go back the other way.
Boy, Walters did a great job of selling that one too, Dustin. That was some pretty minimal contact, as I thought Keani Tramble had done a great job of getting around that potential setup, and instead they get the call and the turnover.
So Warlick, Tramble, and Potts all with 4 each. Just 90 seconds left. As Davis on the drive baseline all the way in. Shot high up off the glass is good. What a finish from Diesel Davis. His first 2-point field goal. The lead is only 2.
1:23 left to go, and this one don't go anywhere, folks. It's going to come right down to the wire.
Warlick outguarded by Walters. Walters all over him. Okay, Mustang fans behind us trying to encourage their team defensively here. 1:10 left as Potts on the baseline. Now to Warlick, who's trapped in the corner. Underneath to Tramble, takes one dribble, attacks the rim, layup good, count it, and he's fouled. What a finish from Keani Tramble.
That was big time right there. Had your two big men stuck out in the corner, and Keani Tramble just says, call my number.
I was on Tito Ramos, his second. First free throw attempts of the game from Keani Tramble. Tramble's got 8 points, 5 of those coming here in the second half. A chance to get to 9 right here. Free throw from Tramble, left it short, no good. 4-point game, 55-51. Back come the Mustangs. Diesel Davis with it, left wing. Guarded by Yerby. Spin move. Now on the baseline underneath. Rylan Burke's lost it on his way up. It's run down by Walters, who tried to bounce it in to Burke, but it was knocked out by Tatum Ridge, and OK will keep it.
Hotly contested down there in that corner as well. OK, the beneficiary of that call.
Davis will inbound in the right corner. Inbound will go to Ramos. He'll fire for a right wing three. No good. Bryce Potts there for the defensive rebound. Now to Warlick as that pass was deflected by Davis out of bounds. Edmond North they'll keep it and they'll have to inbound in the backcourt.
42 seconds left. 55-51. Edmond North on top of OK.
Inbound to Tramble. Tramble against Davis. Comes the trap. Tramble up ahead. Nice catch from Tatum Ridge. 34 seconds left. Some point the Mustangs will have to foul as Tramble on the drive all the way in. We get a whistle and a foul called just inside the top of the key. This will go against Rylan Burke.
Yeah, Rylan Burke hadn't played until we saw Chase Clark foul out, but you talk about getting some quality minutes. The junior has come in and made his presence known.
First free throw from Tramble is up and good. One more from Tramble, missed his first, made his second. Chance to extend the Husky lead here now to 6. As Tramble knocks them both down. We'll have a timeout. We'll take it. 31 seconds left. Edmond North leads OK 57-51. It's the 58th annual Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv.
Welcome back to the BOK Center. 57-51, Edmond North on top of OK. You're listening to the Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv. Dustin, 30 seconds left in a 6-point game, but don't count OK out. They can shoot from behind the arc. We'll see if they get hot here.
We'll see if they can, again, get off a quick three here, trailing by 6 as they'll roll it in. Picked up by Davis into the front court. Goes to Walters' left wing. Trying to set up Burke. They do, top of the key. Works against Walters. Throws right wing to Ramos. Drives all the way in. Layup high off the glass is good. Nice finish there from Ramos to lead down to 4. And we'll get a timeout. 18 seconds left. Edmond North leads OK 57-53. Back after this 58th annual Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv.
At Krotz, Lori & Associates, our dedication to superior client service continues to drive our pursuit to provide the highest quality service. We are committed to providing close, personal attention to our clients and take pride in giving you the assurance that the help you receive comes from years of advanced training, technical experience, and financial acumen. We are not your ordinary bean counters. Call us today and find out what makes us different. 405-848-2200 or visit us at krotzcpa.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading.
18.8 to go as Edmond North will inbound, leading by 4. Still in the backcourt as Warlick is fouled by Diesel Davis. That'll be his third as Warlick will head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
57-53 our score. Okay, going to need a little bit of help here. Or on the other side of that coin, Warlick with a chance to probably ice it.
Yeah, he's 3 for 4 from the free throw line here this morning. Missed his first, but has made his last 3 as he'll step up to the charity stripe to shoot 2 as the first free throw left short from Warlick. Second miss today. Warlick again with 17 so far. Chance to get to 18 here. Second free throw. He's able to sink 1 of 2. The lead now to 5. 58-53, 13 seconds left. Back down the floor quickly as Diesel Davis. Bounce pass and out of Walters. Left wing for a 3. No good. And the rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Edmond North. And OK will keep it with just 3.4 to go.
What a game for the OK Mustangs, though. These guys absolutely came here to play in the Tournament of Champions.
Inbound will go to Burke. Missed the shot, and that's how the game will end as Warlick grabs the rebound. But, boy, solid effort from Class A, the OK Mustangs. But 6A Edmond North Huskies able to hold them off by a final score of 58-53 as the Mustangs now will move on to the loser's bracket side of things. Edmond North will be in the semifinals tomorrow. Final score, again, they win at 58-53. We'll take a timeout, come back, have more of our post-game show next. As again, it's the 58th annual Tournament of Champions right here on Squirtle.tv.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Alva State Bank and Trust Company.
Welcome back live to the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Edmond North, the Huskies and the OK Mustangs just finished up in boys action, and it was a tight one. Edmond North gets away with the victory 58-53, but man, can OK play some basketball.
They can, and I give credit to the Mustangs. They were right there with it. Again, trailed at halftime by 10, outscored Edmond North 16-7 to make it a one-point game. At one point had tied it up at 42. It was only the 3rd time that the game was tied. There were just that one lead change. OK had a lead very, very early on, Matt. Just could not get over that hump in the 4th quarter, and it's tough, too, when you have to go to the bench like that with Chase Clark fouling out, Bryson Parnell fouling out. That's tough for being a starter, getting in foul trouble so early.
Absolutely, and it just comes down to, like you said, the fouls right there, and then Edmond North capitalizing on free throws. They were 100% from the foul line in the first half of the game. They were 77% overall in all 4 quarters, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Edmond North wins the 4th quarter 18-14 to stretch out that 58-53 victory. And like you said, it was a 1-point game coming into quarter number 4. And the boys from OK, absolute shooters, tremendously athletic. What I loved is that not just all 5 guys that get on the floor can play basketball, but guy number 6, guy number 7 can also contribute. And from a Class A school, limited roster, much lower enrollment than a 6A high school like Edmond North. Lot of tremendous basketball talent there, but don't take anything away from the Huskies. That is a tremendously strong basketball team. It's easy to see why they're among the top teams in 6A. In fact, ranked number 1, undefeated, and they stay undefeated through this game with OK. What a tremendous squad from Edmond North.
Yeah, and they were in foul trouble as well. They just did a better job of not having those guys foul out. Again, the big 3 really were in foul trouble with Keanu Tramble, Dylan Warlick, and Bryce Potts. But let's get you the final statistics. We'll start with OK. Mustangs go 18 of 41 from the floor, nearly 44%. But this is what kept them in the game. 9 of 20 from beyond the arc, 45%. The nice equalizer, giving up that size inside. But they had some guards that can knock down some threes this afternoon. They were 8 of 10 from the foul line, 80%. Led in scoring by Diesel Davis, who finished with 21, was 5 of 7 from 3. Ramos was 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. He finished with 12. Also in double figures was Ducky Swimmer with 11, 4 from Bryson Parnell, and 5 from Chase Clark off the bench. Mustangs had 15 total rebounds, 8 offensive, 7 defensive. Leading rebounder was Chase Clark with 5, 10 assists to 9 turnovers. Leading the team in assists was Diesel Davis with 3. They had 2 blocks, both of those belonging to Ducky Swimmer, and 5 steals. For the Huskies, they go 22 of 43, 51%, just 4 of 15 from 3, 26%, but they capitalize at the foul line, going 10 of 13, 76%. Led in scoring tonight by Dylan Warlick with 18, 10 from Potts, 10 from Keanu Tramble, 4 from Tatum Ridge, 6 from Landon Fitzgerald, 2 from Logan Knoll, and 8 from Xavier Ross off the bench. 30 total rebounds is nearly a double-double from Warlick, finishes just 1 rebound shy. They had 15 offensive, 15 defensive. 14 assists to 9 turnovers. Warlick led the way with 4 blocks and 3 steals.
What's crazy is in the rebounding game, Edmond North had doubled up in the first half of the game, 14-7. They double them up in the second half as well, and they finished 30-15. And then Edmond North had 7 offensive boards, 7 defensive boards in the first half, and then had 8 offensive boards, 8 defensive boards in the second half, just perfectly even on that rebounding total for Edmond North. But again, the size of Edmond North, and they just didn't run out of big guys. I mean, there were 4 different guys that were all 6'5" or bigger for Edmond North that saw the floor throughout the course of that game, and that really just kind of stretched it out there in the end.
It did, as they dominated the paint 36-14 over the Mustangs, 14-8 on points off turnovers, second chance points. They were able to cash in 15 of those offensive rebounds for 19 second chance points, 11 for the Mustangs. Mustangs did lead the fast break 3-2. No fast break points in the second half for either team, and bench points in favor of Edmond North, 16-5. We'll take another break, come back, get you set for our final game, as again, we'll go back to the girls' side. It'll be Sapulpa and Riverside coming up right after this. Again, it's the 58th Annual Tournament of Champions, brought to you by right here on Squirtle.tv.